I'll be back for round 2 tomorrow. Peace! Now you think by now that I'm more comfortable with painting, and that in fact is wrong. I mean, on the surface I might look calm and ready, but my palms are sweaty, mom's spaghetti. So yes, I'm still nervous when it comes to painting stuff. I'm still not comfortable. I'm still working on it. I'm still progressing, okay? I already wiped all this stuff down yesterday, and it's nice and warm in here. Actually, it could be warmer. I'm going to turn the heat back on. But it's nice. It's decent in here, but I would like to get the temperature up. It says 67. So we're going to throw some paint down on this. I need to do some sealer. The Bulldog adhesion promoter on the whole bumper. We'll be doing that. Self-etching primer on some areas that I sanded through. So on the hood, right there's some bare metal. I'm just right around the edge there. I'm just going to skim those after I wipe everything down. Kind of just, you know, and just hit those real quick. I think there's some bare metal on the fenders. I'm going to hit some spots, okay? Make sure that the bare metal has something grabbing it. Except for here. Don't want to compromise this section right here. So the sealer is going to go on there. As you can see, we did some body work here and here. So and we're going to try to blend this, but we'll see how that works out. I'm also going to blend on the door. We'll see how that works out as well. But I got plenty of paint. I have lots of clear. I have sealer. I have 2 quarts of paint. So we're just going to go to town. I'm going to be using my cheaper gun with the sealer. When we go to that, here is my test piece. So after I spray it, after we get the color close, as you can see, dead match here, because that's original. But after we get the color close, then I will walk up to pieces, make sure, you know, we're in the ballpark there, and we'll go from there. And I'm going to be trying to put the same amount on all the panels so that it's uniform, but you know, well, I'm going to do my best, as I always do. Sometimes my best just isn't good enough. We'll find out, but I really want this car done because I need something better on gas. I just drove the Z to work today. Donated blood. I just got too much of that stuff pumping through me. They got to take some of it. I think I'm going to blast some music this time. Might have to, you know, tone the sounds out for you guys, but I think I'm going to blast some music this time. Just try to get in a zone. You know what I mean? Start to just try to feel it a little bit.
Alright, I got good coverage on everything. Downside is I'm having some sort of reaction on the bumper. It's not my first time having problems. I've never had this problem. It's like my sealer got chunky. As you can see right here maybe. And then there's a section right there. It just looks chunky. There's a section over here. And you know what we're going to do? We're just going to roll with it. Because I was already debating getting a new bumper. So if this doesn't turn out, it's going to, you know, help me with the decision to get a new bumper. So we're just going to keep rolling with it. And hopefully it turns out the crack, you can still see it. I want to get this thing done. So whether it turns out good or not, I'm going to be driving it, but the bumper might not look the best. It sucks, but I should have extra paint left over to do another bumper. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, so everything else turned out really good. The hood still needs some drying time right now. But the door looks like it turned out really good. Good coverage. None of that reaction. I like it. So we'll have to paint, you know, and just kind of come back with it as we do. I just kind of fanned it up and down on this side. The hood I put a lot on, that's why it's taking a little bit more time to dry. I might even have a run on the bottom side. We're rolling with it. We're going with it. Guys, I think I might just order another bumper. We're gonna roll with this one, but I'm having like lots of reactions with this thing, and I've cleaned it like 4 times. It seems like the places, well, one place is not, but the places I use fiberglass filler, well, no, they look okay. Here, I have one spot right there where it wrinkled. The paint, it's like wrinkled. They put a wrinkle in it. I don't know what the heck happened there. And then right here where all this fiberglass filler is, it was like all wrinkled. And now that it's drying, it's kind of going away. But the finish, it's just not, it's not going to be 100%. We're going to get it as good as we can, and I'm going to roll with it. Might roll with it for a long time. It might look decent. All right, so these next coats are a little bit more important. So I'm going to wear my headlight because we want to get even coverage with this. This is the pearl clear. So we're going to do probably 1 to 2 coats of the pearl clear depending on what color it matches, when it matches. And then after that, we'll do clear coat. So we still got at least a minimum of 5 more coats to do. Bumper's not looking too bad. I mean, I think I'll be okay for now. I got one more coat of the pearl, I believe, because it looks like I'm getting close. And right here is a good place to see it. On the door, you can see right there, it just kind of, I don't know how it shows up on camera, but you could just tell how it kind of blends into white right there. So I need to get enough on there that kind of fades in. Now, when I put my light on it, it doesn't look near as noticeable. So I'm going to spray it with my light off because I can actually see it. And then hopefully the clear coat goes better than all the rest of this. You know, want to know another thing, a mishap I had? I swear to God I have plenty of medium reducer. Did I? Heck no, I ran out. I have a whole bunch of hardener. I didn't realize that I had. That's for clear coat. But I looked everywhere and I had thankfully, one bottle of fast reducer. I didn't even have enough to mix up the first batch. I had to add a little bit of that in with the medium. So this second batch is fast reducer. But the temperatures are kind of dropping in here. So I think it's going to be fine. We're going to roll with that. I don't want to not finish this now that I'm at this far in. So what did I tell you guys? Make sure you have enough supplies. And here I am. I got medium hardener, fast hardener, another medium hardener, another medium hardener. That one's almost, we'll use that one. That one's almost gone for the clear coat. Yeah, I need to get my supplies. I need to get extra so that I know I have plenty.
Saw you through a window, you were with somebody, but you look so damn alone. So I sent a message, asked you how life has been. I am braver through the phone. It's been a long time since you were all mine.
We are at the clear coat portion of this, and I'm not, like, I don't hate how the bumper looks. For the condition it was in, it looks good. And it does have some ripples right here. Right there ended up turning out good. I did in between the white coat spray the Bulldog adhesion promoter just to see if it would grab better. And I think it did. This side, there's still that wrinkle in the front, and I don't know why it even did that, but it is what it is now. Some of these cracks showed through that were in the paint underneath. So, oh, I need to wet my floors again. But I need to get the floors wet, and then we're going to load up clear, and I'm going to try this. My clear is where it all goes wrong. So the clear, I'm doing the whole door. Now, I had to do 3 coats, okay? I got my light on. I had to do 3 coats of the pearl because I was looking at this and I could still see the white transition. Well, I can still see it now, and I'm wondering if I didn't get more pearl back on the original color and that made that darker, so that you can still kind of see it. And I don't know if that's, when you put a light on it, it doesn't look as bad, but it's just, I don't know. We'll see what happens. This is gonna be a beater, guys. Okay, just keep in mind, my stuff's not perfect. None of it is. So we'll start with the door. Maybe I'll do the hood next, and then the rest of them, go time.
That's where I've been after a long night and some red wine. Could you see me like that? Do you see me like that? I'm not faking. Here's my invitation. Take a little bit of my heart. Take a little bit of my heart. Ride that lightning. Let's keep climbing. Take a little bit of my heart now, baby. Oh, oh, oh. Take a little bit of my heart. Oh, oh, oh. Take a little bit of my heart. You showed up, I felt underdressed. There's There's just something about your body. It's so classical and timeless. Makes me forget where I am. It's been a long time since you were all mine. In the wilderness, that's where I've been. After a long night and some free time, could you see me like that? Do you see me like that? I'm not faking, here's my invitation. Take a little bit of my heart, take a little bit of my heart. Ride that lightning.
So, did I execute the perfect paint job? Heck no. That's not how we do it here on Unwrecked. I can see my fade in the door. I can see that. That's really nice touch. I think had I had that closer to the front of the door or closer to the back of the door, you may not have noticed as much. But you can see it. I tried putting more layers on, just trying to make it blend in. Definitely can see it. Oh yeah, on camera I can see it plain as day. So, yeah, there's that. And then our bumper turned out okay. I did touch the hose against it and got a dark mark right there. But I had already wrote this bumper off that I probably eventually will be replacing it. Who knows? I did have runs in it. I did have to wipe the drips off of the bottom of the bumper. Not too, I don't see any. Yeah, there's a slight run right there, and then I had slight runs on the fender. I tried laying it on heavier this time on the first coat to see if I could get a smooth finish, and that didn't serve to go in my favor because I had runs everywhere, runs in the bumper, and I had runs in that fender. Besides that, I didn't have runs in anything else, but yeah, it is what it is. If you have something laying flat like the hood, you can lay it heavier on that. I didn't get runs on it, but I still haven't perfected. It's not a glass finish. It's all right. There's a little bit of trash in it, but there's no runs. So that's successful. I'll take that as a win. Anyways, this video's not over yet. We gotta assemble. So we're probably going to be still doing that in this video. So I got the grills to put in, the fog lights, the head, all this stuff. It's going to be later in the week. It's going to be at a second for you guys, so stay tuned. Part of me is kind of hoping that when you put the mirror on, it'll kind of make it so you don't notice it as much. It'll kind of maybe look like a shadow from the mirror. That's just, good hopes. I'm hoping. High hopes here.
In all honesty, I'm happy with how it's looking so far. With the mirror on there, where I did the blend at, it almost looks like it's just a shadow from the mirror, and it's, I'll live with it. Everything fit up good over on this side. I am going to finish the rest of this tomorrow. It's pretty late. I got a new inner fender to throw in, and I want to get it up in the air, get the wheel off. It'll make it a lot easier for me, and then I'll probably just fit the fender before I put the wheel back on and get it down on the ground. Yeah, check this inner fender out. Like, I rarely get inner fenders that are like factory. And I paid about the same price that I always do. But this is a factory inner fender liner. The padding and everything on it. That's freaking nice. And if you're wondering what all these boxes are for, me and Ashley just completely finished our gym. And this was the last piece of equipment we wanted. If you guys want to see that, let me know. Maybe I'll show it. But it's not really part of my videos. But tomorrow, we're going to finish this. And I'm going to get it inspected tomorrow. I already made an appointment. And we're going to be getting this thing done. And tell me that bumper doesn't look good. And unfortunately, I'm not going to be hooking my fog lights up, because that's a completely different harness plug than what goes in these. And I bought a wiring adapter that will plug into the stock harness and then plug into the back of these lights. I was just going to cut the plugs off and wire them in and stuff, but I really don't want to do that. So I'm going to leave them unplugged. They're just fog lights. I'm going to leave them unplugged for now, and we'll roll with them the way they are. How are you guys liking that front bumper, though? I painted that grille metallic black. I don't know how it's showing up on camera. It's a little dusty. This whole car needs cleaned. It's dusty. New emblems. That's for a WRX. Didn't fit. I had to grind that center part of the grill out. After I already painted it, I had to grind that section out so I could get that pushed back far enough. And then I had to add an extra piece of double-sided tape. But it's on there good. I was actually trying to look at different options. They make vinyls that stick on over top of the original emblem, which I still have. Is in really good shape. Here's a comparison for you, how different they are. They don't look much different, but yeah, you can see how much bigger that one is. So, but I think that one is going to serve great, and it's going to look really good. It matches the one on the back of the car now. Also forgot, I didn't do this on the last one. We got new mounts right there, go underneath. I think they just have one pin that holds them in, and then they go into pins. I think I was going to say the same ones that the lip goes on, but there's actually, it's these two in the center there. So that'll make our bumper even stronger. Guys, I'm hype. Like, anytime I'm getting ready to get a car on the road for myself, I get hype. Like, I'm excited. So tomorrow, this is definitely getting done. I've talked enough right now. I'm going to bed. I got to bottle up my excitement and somehow put myself to sleep. Maybe I'll pop a couple melatonin, but I'll be ready. Let's do this. All right, it's game time, boys. I got like 2 hours to get this thing done and get it out the road, to get the inspection done. I don't think it's going to take me 2 hours. The inner fender, I got to take the wheel off, so that's probably going to take me the most time. But I think we're going to get this thing together pretty quick. So time lapse it is. Enjoy. that's just a little tease for you, because I'm not washing this whole thing. I'm getting it inspected. I wanted to get all the dust off of it, all the Bondo, and in fact I got dust on my camera lens. But yeah, I just wanted to get the dust off, and I want to take this thing out and get it inspected. So I was just making sure that everything matched. I found out that the door was a little bit dirty, so after I wiped it off, it actually looks like it matches pretty dang good. So I'm still worried. I'm still thinking head gasket on this thing, but we'll find out. And that's going to be the end of this episode. So if you excuse me, I need to get my paperwork together and get out to the enhanced inspection station here very directly so I can get this thing inspected. And then the next video we'll get, you know, some driving impressions and stuff like that. Hopefully we don't have a bad head gasket, but if we do, we'll be pulling the motor. So it's, you know, it is what it is. It's give and take. But definitely a chance thing whenever you're just buying sight unseen. So if you like this video, smash that like button, consider subscribing. Hit that dislike button if your mom's got a mean look to her, but she's a smooth ride. And we'll see you on the next episode of Unwrecked. Cuteness overload. Oh, look at the babies. Oh, look at you. Oh, I touched your sister, not you. He chirped at me. Why are you two so tired? Because you're fed. She's not amused. What about you? Why are you such a dud? Alright. Leave him alone.